Hey guys, Kristen from Touch Up Systems. Today we're going to be installing our integrated tail light on our 2019 Plus Honda CB650R and also the CB650R. So what you're going to need for this install is obviously the tail light, 10mm with a ratchet and a small extension, number 8 Allen, and also a number, I believe it's 5, small flathead, small pick, and some cable ties. So once you get the tail light, just unbox it. Here's the tail light itself. Remove this rubber band. Here are the connectors. Now this tail light is also plug and play, but it requires some work. All you have to do is just pin these connectors onto the stock tail light, which I will be showing you. So now at the bike, first thing you're gonna do is remove passenger seat, set it inside. You're gonna remove your seat, number 5 Allen. Set it aside. Now you're going to be looking for, come closer, you're going to be looking for this. So this is where the tail light and the turn signals connect. To remove these, what you're going to do is grab a little pick. You can see that. These clips right here, you're just going to lift and then pull. Lift, pull. There's one. The white one is the tail light. Pull, and then this is for the tail light. Pull. So next thing you want to do is, this customer has our signal brackets on, so we're going to remove them. You can set these both sides and you won't be using them again. Next thing you're gonna want is your 10mm socket. Move this. This is the latch for the passenger seat. Set them both sides. You don't want to move your tools. Just get that out of the way, make some more room. If you come in here, so you're just gonna remove the lock. And in here, there's actually 2 bolts. One right there, one right there. They're both 10mm. So you're gonna want to remove them. One. Grab the tail light for support. and there's 2 washers that are also there that we're gonna reuse for the new taillight. So here's one. And there's 2. And then these wires are all tidied up. Just remove this cable tie. And then the tail light. Oh, you got one more cable tie over here. Come over here. Just pinch it. It pops out. There's the tail light. Do the same thing for turn signals. One. And there's 2. So now that we have the signals off, so we're gonna have to de-pin this connector here for the signals. So what you want to do is actually see these little tabs right here. You're actually gonna want to lift. Sometimes they're difficult to get to. Second. This one's giving me a little trouble. Lift and then pull. Same thing with the other one. And then here's the connector, which we're going to be using. And repeat this one for the other one. There's one. And there's 2. 2 connectors, which we're going to be reusing. So here we have the connectors. And what you want to do now is you're going to have this facing up. And the blue goes with the blue. And it's going to go on the left side. So what you want to do . Oh, wrong orientation. Slide it in and it snaps. Grab the yellow, same thing. On this side. And it snaps in. Now you're ready to install it in the bike. It's not the bike what you want to do. You're going to want to feed the wires through the middle. Align these here with the 2 rubber grommets. And it goes in. Grab your 2 nuts and washers that we took off the bike for the stock tail light. Put the washers on. Thread on the bolt. That's one. I'll go and snug that back with the ratchet after. Two. Open it up. Okay. Make sure these wires are neatly they're not interfering with the actual lock itself. So now what you want to do is just feed them nicely towards this connector here. So we're gonna go under this wire here. And then don't worry, we'll cable tie those down. Now this black one goes to this big connector right here. It only slots in one way, so don't worry. Might have to force it a bit. And then match the color with the connector. It's orange. Orange, blue to blue. So what you want to do is, now you have them plugged in, just tuck it back down in there. Make sure nothing is pinched, and we're going to cable tie this back. And now we're going to want to test this since it's all plugged in. So turn your ignition on. Up. Brakes. Looks good. Left. Right. And then hazards. This how it looks while signaling and braking. Left. And then a bit of a foot peg. Rear brake. Looks like it's all good. So now that you verified everything works, grab your OEM cable tie. Just make sure they're nice and neat. Okay, now we're gonna secure passenger seat. Grab that 10mm bolt that we removed. So this is good here. Line this, you can see this little nub right here? It has to go into this hole right here. So there it is, lined up. Thread the bolt in just by hand. Once you catch it, get your ratchet, just tighten it down. Now we're assembling the bike again. Just put your passenger seat, or sorry, your seat. Slide it on. Put your tools back. Grab the number 5 island. Tighten the seat down. Make sure to line it up. Grab your passenger seat. That's it. All done. Check your work. Looks good. So now with the existing bolt holes here, you can either buy some plastic covers or you can just leave them open. It's totally fine. Like I said, these are the stock signals. It's totally reversible. basically what you want to do is just to reverse, pop out that one connector, and then put these back in if you ever do need to do so. That concludes our integrated taillight installation. If you have any questions, you can either email me or message me on Instagram, Tuck Up Systems. And just an overview. Our two bikes here. This is my personal bike with our integrated taillight, TST plate light, and also our touch bracket. Same thing on this customer's bike. And it looks very clean compared to what we previously had. Thanks, guys.